So it is the end of June, and we are clearly all graduated, but it's grad time, and
Graduate?
well, you didn't graduate.
I started 5 or 6 different school programs just so I could not graduate all of them.
That
Thank you very
is
much. Yeah.
just like you. But we were talking the other day, and it sparked actually quite a fun discussion among a few of us and the camera guys. But I want to ask, what are your best grad memories? And we'll talk high school grad, not any of the other. Well, I mean, I guess university grad if there's any of those. But high school grad is sort of the epitome of grad, right? So
We're talking by grad, are we talking like the party afterwards or the convocation?
Oh, obviously the very fun convocation.
Yes.
That is the best day. Sitting in an unair-conditioned gym, walking across it. Yeah. Grad, the party, the night, graduation, weird grad traditions. And actually, I'll start. Do any of you still talk to your grad date? And I will preface this by saying I didn't have one. I was emceeing our grad, and I didn't have a date for grad. That's not a sad thing. I just didn't have a date for grad.
I do every so often, not all the time, no. But I mean,
you do every so often talk to your grad date. Is she
every
a
so
Dauphin
often.
gal, obviously?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually saw her at a Gold Eyes game not too long ago. So it's kind of like in passing type deal, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Facebook contact.
Okay.
I talk to her all the time, but she doesn't know I'm talking to her. I just have like a lock of her hair.
Blow up Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Lock of her hair.
I didn't go to my grad, so I didn't have a date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Although I went to someone else's grad with her, and I don't talk to her.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Makes no sense at all.
Sure it does.
Apologies. Yes, I do, not regularly or anything like that, but I do.
You just
have
still talk to your grad date? Okay.
Yes.
Any weird grad memories? Now, my grad story is, I don't know, the camera guys said it seemed quite appropriate, but I was emceeing. I was asked to MC our grad, and then as soon as that was done, I left because all my friends were a year older than me, most of my friends, and they graduated the year before, so I went and met them at down Portage Avenue. What was that place called?
Georgie's.
Georgie's. Yes, Georgie's for the Battle of the
What did you
Bands.
say?
I said Club 3D. I just drive by it all the time.
Is that what it's called now?
That's
Club
what it is
3D?
now, yeah.
Georgie's.
New school, yeah.
AKA Club 3D for a Battle of the Bands. That was my grad night. In my fancy grad dress was at the Battle of the
Nice.
Bands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Rudy and I were cameraman Rudy and I were talking in the newsroom about small town grads because they're a lot different. And I happened to know that my class was a little bit smaller than his, but I think we had 13 graduates.
Seriously?
But, oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh wow.
I was a grad date for like 3 years in a row because I mean, there's just pickings are slim, right?
Was it the same guy or no?
No.
Cool.
But yeah, so anyways, one of the things that happens for grad night is that you go to someone's barn and everybody drives there and you hand over, you either hand over your keys or you have, I think, my memory's a little blurry, but Rudy suggests, and I think he's right, that you just get dropped off and you have to sign a waiver that that person is also going to pick you up. So everyone goes there with the intention of getting absolutely annihilated, and no one actually can leave without a sober person driving them home, which I mean, really, it sounds terrible in some ways that you're just sending your 18-year-olds and younger,
Yeah.
because I was a grad date when I was like 15.
Yeah.
But I wasn't drinking.
Yeah, of course
not, no.
Yeah. Anyways, funny. It's funny in a small town. And Rudy's town. What did he say that you?
They got on like a hay wagon and got paraded through the town. And
See, and I love that. I
write
think that's
stuff
like the
like that.
best thing ever. Like
the best thing or the best part of your grad? Did they do that to you in Dauphin?
No, see, and I wish they did. They have
That's
parades for pretty
weird.
much every festival in Dauphin, but yet for grad.
Not your graduation.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was valedictorian at my grad, but that was at convocation. I still use that when I come home. Nobody cares, but.
You should have that like on your card and after your emails and stuff,
Yeah.
like valedictorian, no big deal.
But no, like for Dauphin, it's the same kind of deal. They have the whole like safe grad thing where there's the waiver forms involved, but really, there's not much other than there have to be those, like Ukrainian style or whatever meatballs at the supper.
yeah.
Otherwise, people go
Chaos.
nuts. Yeah, and they're limited. Yeah, you literally have like the old ladies going, okay, you have your 4 meatballs, and that's it. And then it's always a race to get up there for whatever's left. But other than that, really, there's no tradition that I know of.
Well,
The grad I went to was bittersweet. The sweet part was I made my grad date. My mom had made these napkin holders out of felt and silk that looked really cool, so I made her a corsage out of that, and she loved it. It was super cool.
Did she love it, or did she tell you
she was
loved it?
weird like me, so she loved it, yeah. No one else loved it. They all thought it was really cheap and homemade, which it was. But the part that sucked was I was wearing a suit that my mom had made for my dad, this leisure suit, and I did a power slide on the dance floor, and I like ripped holes in the knees.
Do you still have that leisure suit? You probably do somewhere, eh?
Yeah, I'm thinking about cutting it. I'm thinking about making it like a
short
cut-off
suit?
leisure suit.
You
Yeah.
have. I am demanding you wear that to work one day.
Okay.
Please.
If I have it, I will for sure.
Okay. That would
be
If
the
I have
best.
it, I'll wear it next time we do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like a gray, brown, green,
Love that color.
Stunning 70s
Yeah.
shade of.
like mustard that's slightly off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I-
Dijon. Yeah.
I would say I didn't do any power slides, but I've held on to some bitterness over grad because there wasn't a lot to do in a small town, so you just kind of played every sport just to kind of keep busy, and there were some sports that I really didn't like playing. But I played them just to kind of keep active and whatever. And in the last year, there were a few sports I really didn't want to do, but I knew that I was ahead of this other girl to get the Athlete of the Year award. And the Athlete of the Year award, up until that year, had been based completely on point system. So if you went into every sport you went into, you got a point. And so that was the person who got the Athlete's Award. I know for a fact that I had 3 more points than her.
And
But
she got it.
She got it.
Think of all the character that built in you, though.
No.
Did she get any of that character built in her? No.
Maybe.
Yeah, she probably did.
All I know is I
Probably
didn't
got
get
a
that
trophy.
award.
And it
And
haunts
I
you to
went
this
into
very
badminton.
day.
I went to badminton for that crap.
What do you have
haunts
against
your
badminton?
sport.
That's awesome.
I know, I love badminton.
love badminton.
And volleyball, which was not my favorite. But
Those are my 2 favorite sports.
That is unfortunate. Koga?
Nothing. I have nothing to say. I can't say.
she's not allowed to
You
say
had a
anything
really
about
embarrassing
it.
story
Because-
about grad.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but
What, you
these
did?
people are still like friends.
Just
and
use
I
make-up
can't.
names.
What,
I
tell us
can't.
about your
Make up names,
grad.
yeah.
Though.
Well, it is very nondescript.
Where
I
did
mean,
you
it was
wear?
Where did?
Okay, so that I can talk about because
What the heck happened at your grad? That's
Yeah.
never
We gotta get this out of here
mind.
now.
Never
Another
mind.
time.
We'll talk about dresses because you had to go to grad 3 times. So did you wear the same dress?
Oh,
no, heavens no. And so that was a big thing, and it always still is the
Of
grad
course.
dress. So I thought I was just going to be one up on everybody. I'm going to have my dress made by my aunt, who was an excellent seamstress. So I was guaranteed no one would have this dress. Went and got the pattern, picked out this beautiful material. She made the gown. It was awesome. I walk into the ballroom where everybody's, all gussied up, and who do I see?
Your mortal enemy.
Well, she wasn't, but close to it, walking straight towards me wearing the identical
How?
dress.
Did your aunt make one for
Come
her too?
on.
Thank God it was in a different color, but of course she's in siren red, so she's yes. And mine was like the Dijon
The
greenish
gray,
brown.
Sweet, okay. That fabric must have been on sale.
I
That's
know.
the
No,
Dijon
mine
this
was
week,
kind of like the
50%
bluish
off.
gray, silvery. Again, nobody had that color, but
How on earth did she have the same? Oh, I guess just a pattern, right?
was
Like
She was stalking you.
Yeah.
well,
She wanted to be like you.
Did
you
your
know
aunt make
what?
that one for her too, or no?
Yeah, there must have been a sale. No, I should
yeah, well, you know what?
that was like such. Oh, it was just an awful feeling. It really was. You know,
Yeah.
I almost wanted to just turn around, go home, change, or
No.
yeah.
But you know
anyways.
what? You're on TV and she probably isn't, so.
It's like, actually.
No, anyway, so that's my story.
Where was your
reminds me-
grad?
Downtown, well, it's now called the Radisson.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
That reminds me of a really embarrassing story that Tracy has about her grad. You tell the story. You tell it so much better than I do.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Stop
well,
it. There's nothing to
we
know.
need to go to break with all the secrecy over Tracy's grad. We're going to get it out of her one day.
Yeah.
I think we need to.